Hello, all lovely listeners. This is DJ Lazu Lily with Laugh About It, 6 to 7 p.m. at uclaradio.com. Thank you for tuning in. Just before we get started on the show, I want to give a quick shout out to Sample School, hosted by DJ Sapo. Came on just before, and the music that I was just playing was, what was it? Freak It by Kim Petras. Oh, love her. Okay. Today we are talking with the lovely Hazel Calderon. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Ow, ow, ow!
Ow!
Yo, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm
is my
Hazel
pleasure.
Calderon.
Calderon.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Calderon or Calderon.
Calderon. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So we have, what do we have? We have about 50 minutes to talk comedy, to talk how'd you get into comedy, what's comedy mean to you, who's your favorite comic, all that and more. Just, do you want to briefly introduce how you got into comedy and what you're doing with comedy right now?
Okay, this is so crazy. Wait, should I look at you right when I'm talking? Because
Sure.
I'm just, okay, this is so crazy. Okay, so how did I get into comedy stand-up? Okay, so first of all, I'm a retired beauty pageant queen. Thank you.
I love that. And you know what? I could tell. You have a very
Really?
nice
Oh,
face.
thank you. You're so sweet. Okay, so I was in my beauty pageant. I was first time going on stage. There we go. I'm not going to touch it. It's okay. There we go. Yeah. Maybe because, there it is. Okay, so I was on stage. I was on stage. I was the pageant. Okay, so I was the first runner-up, and I was on stage.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. My job was to say hi to the crowd. So it's 4 finalists. Everybody goes on stage and say hi to the crowd. I just went on stage and I saw like thousands of people. This is in Miami. And all I did was raise my hand and I just said hello. And the crowd went wild, crazy.
Wow.
And my parents were looking at me from the top. And I remember feeling the feeling, oh my God, I'm home. This is what I want to do. But I didn't know it was stand-up. I just loved being on stage, and I felt something energetically when I said hello to the crowd, and the crowd responded. Cut to many, many years pass. I moved to Los Angeles, and I'm at UCB, and I know about stand-up because I love it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And I try it at UCB, and I froze. I got so sick. Felt like puking, diarrhea. I was like, shit, I'm not ready. So then I was like, okay, fine, I'll do improv. And then I did improv for 4 years. And after 4 years, I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I gave it one more try. And I was like, okay, I'm not ready yet. So I started doing storytelling. Storytelling, I was going to the Moth. I was going to any stage where I can do a story and just tell it. And then after 2 years, I was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm ready. I just want to do it.
Yeah. That's the right energy.
And right before quarantine, Second City Hollywood School.
Wow. Okay.
They closed, but at that time it was open. And they had stand-up class. And I remember every month I'll be like, no, the next month. And every time I would try to register, my armpits will start sweating and I will get so nervous, so scared. And I was like, oh, this is what I'm meant to do. But I was so scared to do it. And one day, out of nowhere, I just registered. 2019 January. I remember the day. No, 2020, right before. That's when it happened.
Before it shut down, right?
Yeah, February. Signed up at Second City Hollywood.
Boom.
And I went in and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Wow. Okay, so this is what, your 6th year?
Yes, this
doing
is my
stand-up.
6 years doing stand-up.
That is wonderful. And how have you progressed? How has your
Okay.
style changed, do you think?
Okay, so it is so crazy. When I first started doing stand-up, I would go on stage and I will bring my boyfriend and I will be like, you better laugh.
Like kind of like a hype squad.
Holy, like, and I will make him laugh. You know, and you bring your friends and you're like, guys, everybody has to laugh.
You have to laugh.
Holy moly. That's how you know when you're new and you're starting, because you depending on your friends. And one day, maybe like 2 years ago, I was at Flappers, because that's my house.
Yeah.
That's my home, Flappers. And I felt what I felt years ago when I was a teenager. I was just on stage and I felt like that energy, like this is what you're supposed to be doing. And it hit me. And I was like, oh my God, like I love to do stand-up, but it just hit me and it brought me back to that 1 second when all I did was say hi to the crowd and the crowd went wild. And I was like, oh my God, I'm home. I'm home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And since you've realized that you're home, how has that affected your comedy? How has that affected you? Like, does that give you more assurance in your day-to-day, or how does it affect you?
Okay, it affects me in a good way. Okay, so let's say I'm with my boyfriend and something funny happened. I immediately grab my phone and I just record it on the notes. Anything that happens, anything I said and I make people laugh, I'll go into my notes and I just write it. Because a joke will come super fast.
Boom, just like that.
Just like that. But if you don't grab it, it goes
like a butterfly.
And you forget about it.
Yeah.
Even though you try to remember, it's gone. So every time something funny happened, I just grab my phone and I record it. And then one day I just go through it, the whole list, and I write everything down and I go to open mics to try it. And then I try it on the real stage and see what happens, and people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So talk me through your writing process. What is that like?
Okay, so my writing process, it's no pressure. It's open. It's it could be from improv. It could also, I think my writing comes from the improv and from the storytelling. So let's say something funny happens. Okay, so I'm at the mall with my boyfriend. And then my boyfriend tells me, this is stupid, but this happened for real. He's like, why are you walking like a Ferrari?
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And no, right? And then I said, and then I'm like, what? I'm like, you want me to walk like a Honda? And this is all improvised. It's all happening, right? And then he's like, no, more like a Prius.
Prius.
Efficiency. I mean, but do you see, like, it all happened for real life. Like, we were just joking around, and it happened, like, he was giving me something, I was giving him something, and then I was like, oh, let me test it out. And I tested out on stage, and people laugh. I was like, okay, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, like, I think my writing, it's more like an improv. Like, everything, like, I'll just improvise it, try it, and then if I see reaction, I'll work on it, and I'll fix it.
Do you have, like, a master doc where you keep all your jokes?
Yes, I do. I do. I have all my journals. I do. I have so many of them. I do. I see you have yours too.
Oh,
yes, yeah. It's amazing. It's gold.
It is.
Because you never know. I recently opened one of my when I first started doing stand-up, and there were so many things, and I was like, oh my God, that's right. And then you start looking like, oh my God, that's how I started. When I first started doing stand-up, it was like, I wanted to just talk fast, and just say everything so fast. And now it's like, no, you take your time.
Take your time, space it out. I actually was just recently looking through my text history with my mom, and I found this joke that I told her way back in 2024. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
What did the cat say before skydiving?
Uh-oh. What did he say?
Cat said, I'm having pause.
Oh my God!
Gold! I totally forgot that I made that up.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so good. Why don't I get this tramp stamped and put on several t-shirts? Why isn't this flying from a banner over the city of Los Angeles? Why doesn't everyone know this joke? This is so good. Do you ever feel like that with your jokes?
Okay, so yes, and yes. Okay, but I have to. Okay, so like one day I was on. Okay, so I usually perform every Thursday at Flappers, whether it rains, shines, sunny.
Tsunami.
Yeah, I'm there every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. in the Yoo-Hoo room. And so I was at Flappers, and I went up on stage, and one of the comedians wanted to make fun of me, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, she's on cocaine." And I was so hurt he said that, right? But I wrote it down. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, I'm not going to let anybody make fun of me. I'm going to make fun of myself. So I had can I say the word cocaine?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I had the word cocaine, and I was like, oh my God, my energy. So now I have this joke. This is my intro joke. I'm like, a lot of the humans confuse my energy for cocaine. And people just go crazy. So like I was so proud of myself because when that comedian said that about me, I was going to start crying. I was hurt. And I was like, oh no, I need to make fun of myself.
Yeah.
Because when you make fun of yourself and then that's it.
No one can take that.
So then it actually empowered me. And that's like my opening joke. And I use it all the time.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
I'm like, a lot of the humans confuse my energy for cocaine. And then I'm like, I don't cook, I don't clean. And I'm always telling my boyfriend, I just want the D.
There you go.
The dinero.
Dinero.
The cash flow. The green stuff.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's what we all want, right?
No, that's what that's one of my opening jokes.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
All right. This notebook that you were
Yes.
just pointing at, this is my question notebook. So this is where I've got all my questions that I bring to laugh about it. And so usually I just like to flip through here and pull out a question. Let's see. Let's see.
Wow. You also an artist?
Oh, this was for an assignment.
Oh.
I had to draw a bunch of moons, like moons.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Let's see. When was the first time that you felt funny?
Oh, okay. You know, it's so funny because growing up, everybody would be like, oh my God, Hazel, you're so funny, right? But it's different when friends and family say that because now you have to go on stage and you have to let the audience not tell you, but how do you know you're funny? Audience must laugh, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what was my question?
What was the first time that you felt funny, like properly in your heart?
Okay,
You
so
knew you were funny.
one day I was at Flappers. I think it might have happened like 2 years ago. And I was just doing my set. And then suddenly I felt what I felt years back. And I felt that I was home.
That
and
energy.
That energy. And then everybody was just laughing. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm doing it. I did it. Because before I used to like tell my friends, hey, you better laugh. Like my boyfriend, if he wasn't laughing, I was like, oh my God, you're not laughing. You got to make people laugh. And now it's like, no, the audience laugh. And that's when I knew I'm funny.
Awesome.
Because I'm like, nobody's paying them. They don't have to laugh. You know what
They're
I'm saying?
laughing because you're just doing a good set. Yeah.
So it's,
That's awesome that you can trace it back to a single moment. I feel like what a lot of people experience is just a gradual increase or a gradual shift in life, and they don't realize that something has changed from the beginning to the end. If someone is doing stand-up every Thursday night like you do, and they're a year in and they don't recognize the changes that have happened, but you have this point that you can trace it back to. I think that's very special.
oh my God, yeah, it's so amazing. I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, wow. And then you're a better comedian because, okay, so let's say when I first started doing stand-up, right? Like I used to like tell my friends, you guys better laugh, right? and it was just a terrifying moment because like people are not laughing, right? And there's nothing you can do. But then you learn as you go. So like now I understand, but you also have to give pause. Like after a joke, you have to pause for like a few seconds because that lets the audience know that they're supposed to laugh. Because if you just say, joke, they don't have time to laugh. So every time you say a joke, I pause and they laugh.
Yeah.
And then if I am what you call, I can warm up the crowd, I can make him go wild. And you're like, how do you do that? Okay, so how do I do that?
How do you do that?
So how do I do that? Okay, so I do cold opens at Flappers.
Yeah.
My job is to warm up the crowd, right?
Yeah.
And how do I do it? Okay, like, applause if anybody's having a double life.
Yeah.
Like if anybody's living a double life. And then people will laugh. Or and somebody will be like, that means that they want to talk. Like, oh, you're living a double life. Can you talk about it? Usually people don't want to talk. But, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
And so when did you get involved with Flappers? Like, what was the process of finding that home, finding that place?
That is so amazing. Okay, so I went to Second City Hollywood on 2020.
Yeah.
And then on February, March, we hit quarantine. So like everything was online. And then from Second City, I was doing open mics online. Everything was online.
Wow, online open mics.
Yeah. And it was everything was online. And then suddenly, I think there was it could have been an Instagram ad that it said that Flapper was having their comedy festival.
Right.
And then the deadline was like the day after. Like I saw it, let's say today was May 1st and tomorrow is May 2nd and tomorrow is the deadline.
Yeah.
So like I was like, Flappers. So I Googled Flappers. I was like, oh my God, nice. So then I did their stand-up festival. And then from there, like as you do the festival, they have workshops. They teach you how to punch it up. You meet so many comedians from like different part of the world. And then they're like, oh, Flappers also a university, like comedy university. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take classes at Flappers. So then I started taking classes at Flappers. And then one of my favorite teachers was Paul. He's also a comedian. And I learned so much from him. And then he was like, oh, why don't you audition to be one of the MC?
Yeah.
And then I started MCing just the open mic. And then 2 years ago, I got promoted to be one of the house MC. So like, I was like, okay, awesome. And what does it mean when you are a house MC? It means that you perform every week because you're one of their MC.
It's almost like a job. It's a commitment.
Yes. And it's amazing because it's real audience.
Yeah.
It's real people. Can you imagine? Like, you get to practice every single day.
That's good.
That's amazing.
That's a really great opportunity.
Yeah. And then you hit open mics to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you got that opportunity and that allowed you to hone your skills. I feel like that is very valuable.
Yeah,
that is very valuable because I feel like with stand-up comedy, if you're not in it, you're out of it, right? If you're not constantly trying to improve your game, and it's something that you really have to like subscribe to. You really have to blanket on the word. You really have to commit.
Yeah. Because I feel like stand-up, you learn on stage. Because let's say you bomb, bad, nobody laugh. You learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first started doing comedy, that's what makes you better. And then watching good and bad comedians helps you too. And actually, watching bad comedians really helps you. Because you're like, oh.
You get to thinking.
And you're like, ooh, don't do that. Or like, oh, no, that. And when you watch really good comedian, you get inspired, right? But I think stand-up, what makes stand-up for me special, it's not copying. Because if you copy somebody and then you lost your authentic.
Yeah.
You lost what you bring, you shine, what
you bring to the table.
Yes,
makes you unique.
Exactly. So it's like stand up, you got to be you.
Yeah.
You. So like I have a big energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That people confuse with cocaine.
yes. And people were like, when I first started, they were like, oh my God, it's a lot, right? It's loud, it's a lot. But my boyfriend's like, but Hazel, that's what makes you unique. That is you. You cannot change that. You cannot change that. You just have to like know yourself and who you are and be okay with it. Be okay with it. Even if people say, oh my God, big energy, ooh, a lot. But that's who you are. And then once you know who you are and you become comfortable on stage, everything works amazing. Like now I'm so comfortable on stage because I know who I am. Okay, yes, I have a big energy. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
And then by you being yourself, the right audience, the people that want to come watch you will come watch you because it's who you are. There are all type of comedians. There are dirty comedians who curse. There are clean comedians. There are loud comedians. There are very quiet comedian. There are also very dry comedian. I mean, we're all so different, you know? That makes it beautiful.
What would you call your stand-up comedy?
What would I call my comedy? It's very energized. I love to do jokes. I love to do crowd work, and I love to do storytelling. That's what I love to do. And definitely my comedy has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like I love what makes me happy when I'm doing comedy. I love to bring the room so up. And I just love it when people go wild and I hear those laugh.
Yeah.
Those laughing, it just pumps my heart and it's just like, yeah. So like the louder the room gets, it's like more energy to me and it's just amazing. It just feels like amazing.
That's
You're
a
like,
good feeling.
this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I love. And I'm not going to lie to you. Every time I go on stage and I come down, I'll be drenched in sweat.
Is that from the lights?
Yes, and I guess it's almost like a workout. It's like you gave so much energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that is awesome. This actually leads me to my next question, which you partially answered, but I'm wondering if you can go more in depth with it. When you walk onto the stage, are you performing as a character or are you being authentically and totally yourself?
Okay, so yes, when I walk onto the stage, I'm being me, myself. That it's like energy. I can't even describe it. Something happens. You know, even sometimes there's been days that I'm like, oh man, I don't feel like performing tonight. I'm like, oh my God. You know, maybe I'm just feeling tired. And let's say I get there and then I just go up on stage and something just takes over me. I'm not lying. It's like this energy and I just get so hype. And then the moment people start laughing and applauding, it's almost like, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, it's about like seeing the audience react and the laughing. It just like, yes. You know, and it's just so amazing because when you're on stage, you can see everything. And the audience is so smart. You know, have you ever watched a comedy show, right? And you like the audience is so smart, like the audience don't want to be lied. The audience can tell everything. And if you don't call out, like let's say if I don't call out my energy, and then the audience will be sitting there trying to figure me out, like, oh my God, is she on cocaine? It's a really, but because that's like my introduction, and then the audience can relax. Oh, yeah.
I've heard that before. You immediately call out your faults so that it puts everyone at ease. They're like, okay, phew.
Yeah.
So we're all thinking it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if not, the audience will be like, God, who does she reminds me? What is she? And then like that is just, and then like, okay, we're ready. Let's go. We're here. We came here to laugh. That's it. And then sometimes there's all type of crowd. Because let's say sometimes I do a lot of cold open, right? So like my job is to warm up the crowd, to make them laugh.
Yeah.
So they understand. And there's been time where you have to drop your set because it's not happening. They're not laughing. So you just do a little crowd work, you know, you're like, oh, maybe this audience wants to talk. And you just like ask like a random question, but of course you have like your answer in the pocket, and then you warm them up like that. And then once you feel the room, you'll know when the room is warm up because you can feel it. It's like a shift of energy. It feels different, and then you'll go back to your set. But you cannot do your set if the crowd is sitting there grumpy. There's sometimes audience are just like sitting like this, like just watching you. Right. So it's like you cannot do your set like that because it's not gonna work. So it's almost like you have to adjust the room. Even if a comedian went up, right? And let's say he did bad, he bombed, and now it's my turn, I have to set the room again because if I just start speaking, everybody's gonna get lost. So you just stop and you're like, guys, let's give it up for our last comedian. Oh my God, that was like painful. Something funny, stupid. And then by just going like this, applause, and then the audience will automatically applause, and then they relax. And then you can feel it if they're ready to laugh. If they're not ready to laugh, that means that you do a little crowd work, and then you hear laugh, you're like, okay, you can go now.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And what does crowd work look like? Because I've heard it's a dying art, and of the comedy shows that I've been to, I've never really seen crowd work, and so I want to understand how that works.
Crowd work, it is a beautiful. I love crowd work, and I think it comes from maybe UCB from doing improv. Okay, so let's say crowd work. This will be crowd work. Applause if anybody's living a double life, or like make some noise if you're living a double life, right? Yeah. A double life, and there will be somebody in the audience will be like whoop whoop, and you're like, oh, you're living a double life.
Yeah. And what's going on over there?
Exactly. That's exactly what you do, and you just start talking to them. You start getting information, and then they're gonna say something, and you're gonna know. Depending on the answer that they give you, it's going to hit you and it's going to make you think of something, and you just say it like that. Or sometimes they might even say something so funny, the audience, that everybody in the audience
gets to laugh with them. Yeah.
So like crowd work, it's like having a conversation. It's like you're trying to find out information. What can you use, right? So let's say we got some information here, and then somebody else say something, right? And now we have two information from over here, and then over here somebody else said something, right? Well, you can put it all together. Oh my gosh, so yeah, we got somebody who's living a double life, let's say in New York, and depending, kind of like you make like a sentence, and then you put it all together. And then, oh yeah, we got somebody, let's say this one said something about her double life. It's Texas. But then as the comedian, your job is to kind of like make it like into like a quick little sentence, or like a quick little storytelling that they can match and they can hook. And then if any of the comedians are listening to your set, which most probably everybody is, they can just grab something that you said, like a little hook, and when they come back on stage, they'll be like, oh yeah, we got that double life over there from New York. Yeah. You know, and just make people laugh. Yeah. But crowd work, it's getting info from people, and then my job is to put it together and present it to you, or you can just move on to the next crowd people and just let it drop.
If that doesn't work, that's good. To have like a plan B.
Yeah, like a plan B. Yeah. And crowd work is always good, fun to have if the audience is not laughing. If the audience is not moving, not laughing, crowd work. You gotta do crowd work because that's how you get them engaged and they pay attention.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, we've got time. What am I over here
Oh.
stressing? We've got tons of time. I'm going to ask another question from my book here. And it is, do you find that other people are intimidated by your funniness?
Oh, no. No. I don't know.
I have to say, I find you very funny, but I'm not intimidated by you.
Yeah. No. I think, no, I don't think so. Well, because where I perform, like, everybody's super supportive. Like, the females comedians, like, I've only had one time where somebody said the cocaine, and it really hurt me. And I said, oh, I need to make fun of myself so nobody else make fun of me. I think that can happen maybe when you, I don't know, maybe when you're, like, doing a competition or, like, something, or, like, maybe at an open mic. But usually everybody in LA knows everybody. Like, it's everybody in stars. Everybody knows everybody, and, like, all the girls, everybody is, like, nice, friendly. So, like, no.
Yeah.
It's a nice community.
That's good to have support.
Yeah,
That's great.
It is, and it's the same comedians, but they just go to a different house.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Have you ever done comedy outside of LA?
No, I've not. Yeah, that's gonna be my next thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you willing to take on that challenge?
I am.
Where do you think you would like to go?
Okay, so, like, I was born in Central America, Nicaragua, but I was raised in Miami. And I was like, you know what? I think it's time for me to do comedy in Miami. Miami, and then, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know much about the comedy scene in Miami?
No, I do not. But, no, I do not. But they have, like, the same, no, I do not know. No, because I moved to LA, so, like, I just been here in LA.
So it's a new challenge.
Yeah, it's a new challenge, definitely. Let's try it.
I just got back from New York. Well, this was a couple weeks ago. And the last comic that I had on here, Hunter, said that he did some comedy in New York and that it was vastly different. And that LA was more about the storytelling and the characters, and that New York was more about the punchline, the build up the punchline, very formulaic, right? And so I'm wondering if you have seen any comedy over in Miami. Is there something that you think characterizes it? And while we're at it, do you think that there's a certain character to LA comedy that makes it special?
Well, you know, can I comment on what Hunter said? You know, I think, because I've seen so many comics go on stage every Thursday, and there's all type of comics, and I think that's like an individual choice depending who trained you and what classes you took, because I've seen comedians who have here in LA who have punch after punch, and they're hilarious and they can bring the house down. But I've also seen storytelling comedian. And when I guess when you're doing the storytelling, the punchlines are less, but they're still funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're still funny.
Just the situation of it all.
Yeah, but I just feel like LA, I don't know, something special about LA, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not Miami, it's not New York, it's LA. I don't know, it's like the city of angels. It's something special because I feel like so many comedians have come out through here, you know, and have made a career. I don't know what it is about LA, but it's just special, right?
Yeah.
You can feel it, right? Because it's different. It's different. I don't know. It's different, you know. And I also changing comedy. I went last week for the very first time. I went to Palmdale. Have you been to Palmdale?
I haven't been to Palmdale.
Okay, so I don't know the history, but also we went to the mineral pools, and then going to Palmdale, it just almost like recharges you.
Yeah.
But it's almost like also like spiritual because it has mountains. At the same time, it's like cleaning you with mineral water. I don't know.
Sounds nice.
It was amazing. It was like a great experience. I don't even know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. I just moved down to LA September of
Oh
2025.
my God.
So I'm still learning the character of the city, but it is so, like, there is something to LA.
Yeah.
And it's in the weather, it's in the people, it's in the food, it's just in the heart.
It is. Where have you gone?
Like, nowhere. Well, we're recording live in Westwood, but besides Westwood and besides UCLA and besides kind of the whole West Side, I guess I really like the beaches, Santa Monica.
Yes.
I love Venice. Oh my God, Venice. I love Venice.
Yes.
A little bit of Malibu. I've been up there one time. And then I've been to Silver Lake a couple times. I've been to downtown LA a couple times. I've passed through Hollywood. That's kind of it. I really haven't gone to the east side too much. I haven't even been to Griffith. I haven't been to Griffith
Griffith
Observatory.
Park. It's so beautiful. It's so, and you can actually park down and then just hike. It's going to be like a little baby hike.
Yeah.
And then from there, you can go up to the observatory. But also Runyon Canyon. Have you been there? It's in Hollywood. It's a beautiful hike.
No, I haven't.
It's amazing.
Do I have a pen? No, I'll write it down later. You'll have to tell me.
Yeah. But you'll definitely love Runyon Canyon. It's a beautiful place to hike, and it has like different entrance when you go in. The Hollywood sign. Have you been to the Hollywood sign?
No, I haven't. See?
Oh my God.
I haven't been anywhere.
Okay, well, the Hollywood sign is also in Hollywood, and you drive up there, and you see the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
And then a lot of tourists go up there and take pictures, and you're like, wow, this is Hollywood. Yeah, this is Hollywood.
When you first moved here, did you do all the tourist stuff?
Yes,
too?
I did. I went to the Hollywood sign. I went to Rodeo Drive, just because you're like, it's like Hollywood,
Yeah,
You're like,
fun.
what? Oh my God. It's just like nice, It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And compared to growing up in Miami, how would you say that you've acclimated to the city?
Okay, so like Miami, it's a sexy city.
Yeah.
Miami, it's all about seriously, I swear, like people go out naked. Miami, like the more
Sounds
naked
like San
you
Francisco.
are. Really? It's like that too?
Sometimes, in some parts.
Oh my God, like Miami, it's all about sex.
Yeah.
I swear. And stilettos, high heels, like everybody dressed to impress in Miami. I feel like LA, like you don't have to dress up. It's more like dress down. It's more like boots. In Miami, it's more like open toes, stilettos, shoes. Miami, it's a party city.
Yeah.
Miami, the clubs stay open to 5 a.m.
Dang.
I know, it's crazy. Miami, I love Miami. I love Miami for its food, for its music, for its people. It's like Miami, you want to be in shape because you go to the beach and everybody's just like so beautiful. You're like, oh my God, really? Yeah.
Dang. That's an interesting way to look at cities through the shoes.
Yeah, right?
But it is very telling.
See, look, you're wearing
Yeah,
boots.
I'm wearing boots.
Yeah.
This is a boot city.
Yeah, it is a boot city. Boot city. And when you go to Miami, I swear it's like open toes.
Yeah.
Maybe because Miami is hot, summer,
Yeah, that makes
humid.
sense.
So like, but everybody just wear
What are those shoes called?
stilettos.
Stilettos, yeah.
Stilettos. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. San Francisco is, I think, San Francisco's either a boot city, but like not cowboy boots. Boots more like hiking boots. It's either hiking boot city or like sneaker city.
Yeah. I've never been to San Francisco, but my sister did.
Yeah.
Is it beautiful? I've seen her. Yeah,
It's pretty
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It is pretty beautiful. But I am biased going
yeah.
up there. I do think it's a very pretty city.
Yeah.
And it as much as I love LA, it is my favorite city.
Yeah.
Again, personal bias.
Of course, it's so beautiful. Wait, no, I did go to San Francisco. That's where we have the bridge, the famous bridge.
Yeah, Golden Gate.
Yes, Golden Gate. Yes, I did. It's so crazy because my dad lives in Miami, but his brother lives in San Francisco, and I drove. And the moment we got to San Francisco, I couldn't drive anymore. We got to one street that it was so deep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I can't do this. And I
Yeah,
remember
it's
me
pretty
giving
intense.
I was like, I can't do this. How do you drive that?
It's kind of, you just gun it on the gas. You're like, all right, we're going up a 90-degree hill. Brrrr, and then you hit the top and you don't know if there are cars coming and you're just like, well, I hope my guardian angel's on duty. And then you just hit it, and it's, a lot of it is just hoping and praying.
But it's scary. What about
It
when
is
you're
scary.
going down?
Oh, the downs are scary.
There was one hill that came from down. It was this big.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I can't do it. How do you do that?
Honestly, it's just growing up there. Like, I remember with my brothers, it was never scary because either my mom or my dad in the front seat would be like, all right, are you ready? And here we go. And we would be sitting in the back going, woo!
Oh, God.
And so it's always been a fun experience for me. It's never been terrifying. And so when I did start driving, it was always like,
okay,
here we are again.
Wow.
You know? It was never like, oh my God.
Exactly. Okay, so Miami, it's so flat.
Right.
See? And when I first moved to Los Angeles, it was like bumpy up and down. So like I had to like get used to driving here. I remember I'd be so scared driving the 405. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. There's one drop in the 405. I think it's a 405 South. You're just coming from Santa Monica and then it just drops.
Yeah, that's right.
And my first time, I almost died. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. My hands were so cold. It was horrendous.
But you did it.
Yeah. And you get
survived
used to it.
Yeah.
I know. And there's like another little hill in La Cienega. Like it's like I remember when I first moved to Los Angeles, I couldn't do it because it was so up. Now I drive the little hill every day, and I'm like, I cannot believe I was so scared of this hill. It's like this. It's tiny. Yeah.
What district of LA are you in?
Where do I live? Hollywood.
Oh, the center, the heart and soul of it all. Oh, that's
I love
awesome.
Hollywood. I know. It's amazing. I read an article. They're saying that they're going to move the Oscars on 2028 to downtown.
Huh.
There is a new theater. What's the name of that
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of it.
theater? And I was like, so sad. I was like, no. And then the article said that the Oscars, they used to be in downtown, but then they came to Hollywood.
Yeah.
But now they're going to go back to downtown in 2028. So
Oh,
was like,
that's
sad.
a bummer.
I know.
But at least you have, you keep the glamour of it all.
I know. It's so cute.
Yeah. All right. So we're coming to the end here. We
so
have just a
cute.
couple more minutes. But I just want to say huge thank you for coming out. I've really enjoyed talking with you. And you have an infectious energy. It's just been lovely to chat. Is there anything that you would like to say about comedy? Just to anyone listening who's thinking about getting into comedy or thinking about doing something with writing comedy.
Okay, I say that just do it. Don't wait. Because I guess the perfect time, it's never going to be perfect. Because I remember when I wanted to like register for a comedy class, every time I would be dripping sweat. And that's how you know. That's how you know you're supposed to do that because you're so scared, right? But you're scared because you love it so much.
Yeah.
And I'd say just do it because life is so short. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We're only here for a short time. And why have any regrets, you know?
Yeah, true that.
And sometimes you just gotta go. Just gotta go.
Just gotta go.
Just gotta go and just do it. Get it over. I feel like whether you try one time or not, you can either go little by little, you know, step by step. You can start improv, you can do storytelling, or you can just go straight to stand-up, you know?
Yeah.
But just try it. You just have to get on stage and try it because you will never know unless you try it.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. This has been Laugh About It. I am DJ Lazu Lily and
I'm Hazel.
Awesome. We've had a great time here. All right. Coming up next is Pita Chip Chat by DJ Pita Chip. We're going to be playing some music to outro us. This is Back Pocket by Wolfpack. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next week.